Your baby looks at you when music plays. Your baby laughs during cartoons. Your baby even dances when the television turns on. But suddenly, something feels different. You call your baby's name 3 times during dinner, and there is no response. You try reading a bedtime story, but your baby loses interest after seconds. Toys that once felt exciting now seem boring compared to the noise coming from the television in the background. Child psychologists are warning parents about something many families never notice. It is not only tablets and phones causing problems anymore. Constant background television may quietly affect how your baby learns words, focuses attention, and connects emotionally with you. And the most surprising part is this. Even when your baby is not actively watching the screen, the television may still change how their brain processes language. If you feel exhausted, overwhelmed, or confused by modern parenting advice, you are not alone. Sometimes you only turn on the television for company while cooking dinner. Sometimes you leave it running because silence feels lonely during long days at home. And sometimes your baby seems perfectly fine while the television plays nearby. But many loving parents are starting to notice changes they cannot fully explain. Shorter attention spans, more frustration, fewer words, less interest in books and conversation. In this video, you will learn why background television affects your baby differently than you think. You will understand what happens inside your baby's brain during constant noise exposure, and you will discover simple ways to protect your baby's language development without guilt or perfection. Stay until the end, because one small daily habit may help your baby reconnect with your voice faster than you expect. Your adult brain filters background sounds automatically. You can cook while music plays and still focus on a conversation. Your baby cannot do that yet. When the television stays on during meals, playtime, or diaper changes, your baby's brain keeps trying to process every sound at once. Fast voices, loud music, sudden laughter, commercials, emotional tones, random words. Your baby does not know which sounds matter most. That means your voice competes with everything happening on the screen. Researchers studying infant language development found babies learn words best during slow, face-to-face interaction. Babies need pauses between sounds. Babies need eye contact. Babies need repetition. Background television interrupts those moments constantly. A mother named Sarah shared something heartbreaking during a parenting interview. She said her toddler seemed less interested in talking over time. At first, she blamed herself. She worried she was not reading enough books or doing enough educational activities. Then she noticed something surprising. The television stayed on nearly all day. News during breakfast, cooking shows during lunch, reality television during chores. Even if nobody watched closely, the noise filled every room. One weekend, the power went out for several hours. The house became completely quiet. Sarah suddenly noticed her toddler pointing at objects more often. Her toddler started bringing books to her. Her toddler even tried copying words during dinner. That moment changed everything for her. Child development experts explain this simply. Your baby's brain is still building attention pathways. Those pathways act like tiny roads helping information travel correctly. Constant television noise keeps interrupting traffic. This does not mean you are harming your baby forever. It means your baby's brain needs more calm moments than modern homes usually provide. And once you understand that, the next hidden effect becomes even more important. Many parents believe babies learn language simply by hearing more words. But babies do not learn language from noise alone. Babies learn language through interaction. That difference matters deeply. Imagine someone talking beside you, while another person constantly interrupts with loud music and random shouting. You would struggle to stay engaged. Your baby experiences something similar during background television exposure. Researchers found parents naturally speak fewer words to their babies when television is playing nearby. Conversations become shorter. Eye contact decreases. Emotional responses become delayed. You may not even notice it happening. A father named Daniel described this perfectly. Every evening after work, he turned on sports highlights while playing with his 18-month-old son. He still sat on the floor. He still rolled toy cars. He believed he was fully present. But one night, his wife recorded a short video without him knowing. Later, Daniel watched himself playing beside the television. He became emotional immediately. He noticed long, silent gaps during play. He noticed himself looking at the screen repeatedly. He noticed his son trying to show him toys while he responded automatically without real engagement. The television quietly stole small moments of connection. Psychologists say babies learn speech through what researchers call serve and return interaction. Your baby makes a sound or gesture. You respond warmly. Your baby reacts again. The brain strengthens communication pathways through repetition. Background television interrupts this rhythm constantly. One study even showed toddlers played less deeply with toys when television stayed on nearby. Play became shorter and less creative. Attention shifted faster between activities. That matters because focused play builds language naturally. During play, babies hear object names repeatedly. They practice sounds. They observe facial expressions. They connect emotions with words. Television noise competes with all of that. And here is the difficult truth many loving parents never hear. Sometimes your baby does not need more educational shows. Sometimes your baby simply needs more quiet space to hear your real voice clearly. Once you realize that, another hidden effect suddenly becomes impossible to ignore. Have you ever noticed your baby acting unusually cranky after long periods around television noise? Maybe your baby struggles to settle during bedtime. Maybe your toddler jumps quickly between toys. Maybe ordinary activities suddenly feel boring without constant stimulation. That does not happen because your baby is spoiled or difficult. Fast sounds and flashing visuals can overstimulate a developing brain. Your baby's nervous system is still learning how to stay calm and focused. Background television keeps pushing extra stimulation into that system all day long. Think about how you feel after spending hours inside a crowded mall with loud music and bright lights. You probably feel mentally drained afterward. Your baby experiences sensory overload much faster than you do. Child therapists often notice toddlers becoming more emotionally reactive after constant screen exposure. Not because screens are evil, because young brains need recovery time between stimulation. One mother explained that her toddler stopped enjoying simple activities like stacking blocks or looking through picture books. Everything seemed too slow. Her child wanted constant movement and noise instead, so she experimented gently. She created 1 quiet hour daily without television. No pressure, no complicated routine, just calm play and conversation. At first, her toddler became restless quickly. But after several days, something changed. Her child started sitting longer during stories, eye contact improved, bedtime became calmer. The biggest surprise came during meals. Her toddler suddenly started pointing at foods and attempting new words again. That is the power of reducing overstimulation. Your baby's brain does not grow strongest during nonstop input. It grows strongest during moments of connection, rest, and focused interaction. And that leads directly into another emotional effect many families never expect. Babies learn emotional safety through your face, your tone, and your attention. When television constantly fills the room, emotional communication changes in subtle ways. Your baby receives mixed signals. Your voice competes with dramatic voices from the screen. Emotional energy shifts constantly. One family noticed this during bedtime routines. Their toddler suddenly resisted sleep every night. They assumed it was a sleep regression, but eventually, they realized the television stayed on loudly until bedtime every evening. The child entered sleep already overstimulated emotionally. Loud arguments from shows, sudden laughter tracks, bright commercials, fast scene changes. The nervous system never truly relaxed. After moving television time earlier in the day, bedtime slowly improved. Their toddler cried less during transitions. Night wakings decreased. Evening cuddles became calmer again. Researchers studying emotional development found babies closely monitor caregiver facial expressions during daily interaction. Babies constantly check your face for emotional guidance and safety. But when adults focus repeatedly on television, those emotional check-ins decrease naturally. You may still love your baby deeply. You may still respond carefully. But tiny missed moments add up over time. Your baby notices when your eyes drift away often. Your baby notices delayed reactions. Your baby notices emotional distraction. This is not about blame. Modern life already overwhelms exhausted parents. Television often feels comforting during lonely days. Sometimes it provides background company during endless chores and feeding sessions. But your baby experiences that environment differently than you do. And understanding that difference helps explain one final hidden effect experts discuss more often now. Educational shows promise learning. Bright cartoons promise brain development. Songs promise faster speech growth. But child psychologists continue repeating one important truth. Your baby learns best from you. Not because you are perfect. Not because you entertain constantly. Simply because human connection teaches the brain differently than screens ever can. When you describe laundry while folding clothes, your baby learns rhythm and vocabulary. When you respond to babbling during diaper changes, your baby practices communication patterns. When you pause and smile during play, your baby learns emotional meaning behind language. Those tiny interactions shape the brain powerfully. Development specialists explain that babies need live responses to build language effectively. Real conversations adapt naturally. Your voice slows down. Your face reacts. Your tone changes depending on your baby's response. Television cannot truly do that. A speech therapist shared a story about a quiet 2-year-old boy whose family worried deeply about delayed speech. The home always contained background television from morning until bedtime. Nothing extreme, just constant noise. The therapist suggested one simple experiment first. Create television-free mornings for 2 weeks. Replace background noise with ordinary conversation instead. The family felt skeptical. The change seemed too simple. But within days, the toddler became more vocal during breakfast. He pointed more often. He copied sounds during bath time. He even started bringing books to his parents independently. The speech therapist explained something beautiful afterward. When noise decreases, your baby hears your emotional language more clearly. Your voice becomes meaningful again, instead of competing constantly for attention. That does not mean silence all day. It means protecting moments where your baby's brain can fully connect with human voices, expressions, and emotions. And once you understand the psychology behind that, everything suddenly makes more sense. Your baby's brain develops through repetition and emotional safety. Imagine building a tiny path through grass every single day. The more often you walk that path, the stronger and clearer it becomes. Your baby's brain works similarly. Repeated experiences strengthen important pathways over time. When your baby hears your calm voice regularly, the brain strengthens language pathways connected to human interaction. When your baby watches your facial expressions during conversation, emotional understanding grows beside language skills. But background television creates scattered input constantly. Sudden sounds interrupt focus before the brain fully processes interaction. Emotional energy changes rapidly. Attention shifts again and again. Young children especially struggle with divided attention because the brain area controlling focus is still developing slowly. That is why toddlers often seem emotionally scattered after overstimulation. Their brains become overloaded, trying to process too much information at once. This is also why quiet moments matter more than many people realize. Silence gives your baby's nervous system recovery time. Calm play allows deeper concentration. Face-to-face interaction teaches communication naturally. Psychologists often compare early brain development to building the foundation of a house. If the foundation receives stable support, everything above it becomes stronger later. Your daily routines build that foundation quietly. Mealtime conversations, soft bedtime stories, smiles during diaper changes, songs during bath time. None of those moments look dramatic. But together, they shape how your baby experiences language, emotion, and connection for years ahead. And the encouraging part is this. Small changes today can create meaningful improvements surprisingly quickly. When your baby plays independently, try turning off background television for 30 minutes first. Watch how your baby interacts differently with toys and sounds. When your baby babbles or points at objects, try responding immediately with simple words and eye contact. Slow conversations help language grow naturally. When your baby becomes cranky or restless, try creating one quiet routine daily. Dim lights. Remove extra noise. Read slowly together. When you need background comfort during chores, try soft music or podcasts through headphones instead of loud television nearby. That protects your baby's focus while still helping you feel less alone. When bedtime feels chaotic, Try turning screens off earlier in the evening. Calm nervous systems fall asleep more peacefully. Remember this carefully. You do not need a perfect home. You do not need silence every hour. Your baby simply needs more moments where your voice becomes the clearest and safest sound in the room. If this video made you emotional, that probably means you care deeply about your baby. Loving parents are not supposed to know everything automatically. Modern parenting feels overwhelming because the world around babies changed incredibly fast. Screens became constant. Noise became normal. Quiet interaction became harder to protect. But the fact that you stayed through this video says something powerful about you. You are paying attention. You are learning. You are trying. And that matters more than perfection ever will. Your baby does not need endless educational products. Your baby needs connection, warm responses, calm moments, your voice. Even small changes inside your home can help your baby feel more focused, emotionally secure, and connected again. Tell me in the comments, does your baby seem calmer when the house becomes quieter? I truly want to hear your experience. And if this video helped you understand your baby differently, watch the next video about why fast-moving cartoons overstimulate toddlers emotionally. It connects perfectly with what you learned today. Subscribe if you want more gentle, research-backed parenting videos that help you feel informed instead of guilty. You are doing better than you think, and your baby is lucky to have you.